We have some breaking news in terms of new updates for the animal farm that are upcoming. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to talk about them in today's video.
Drip is a rocket headed to Mars. Chico the barge. I went on my own cause we fell apart. The family is large, but those are the ones that leave you with scars and damage your heart. But from the cloud, I'm a drip god. I want the finer things. I want the finer things.
Yo, what is good, everybody? S Crypto 101 coming to you guys with another video today. And in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the major updates that we got from Forex himself regarding the animal farm. We have some timelines, some things to look forward to. So we're going to get straight into it. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know as soon as these videos are released. And we're going to go over here and start working on the animal farm. So we have quite a bit of maintenance to do today. So we have a lot of things that are pending for us here in the animal farm. So first, what we'll talk about is the price, because everybody loves to talk about price. So pigs is looking good at $97.17 and dogs is looking good at $27.40. Now, I did want to bring up something regarding dogs. So I think, and this is, personal opinions. This is not financial advice, as always. Make sure you do your own research and that you understand the investments that you're making in the crypto space and just in general. But I am thinking that we are going to see the bottom of dogs, I think, within the next couple of days, if we haven't already seen it. I think that $27 is probably going to be the bottom. I think the lowest I could see dogs is $25 a piece. But with some of the recent developments and a lot of the people at this point probably selling their dogs already, if they wanted to sell them, I think that we have really reached somewhat of a bottom for the dog's price. So I think that if you wanted to accumulate dogs, that anything from the $25 to $27 range is going to be a steal. Now, like I said, this is not financial advice. That's just what I'm looking at. And regarding some of the updates for dogs we got today or yesterday from Forex, we already know that there's going to be some more development coming for dogs. So I think that right now we've seen the bottom. I think that especially with the news regarding Scratchies is, getting closer in development. We know that dogs is going to be one of the assets that uses Scratchies. We know that also the dog roulette is coming. It sounded like that was going to be the first thing that's coming for the animal farm, is going to be dogs roulette, because Forex said that they already have the contracts built as well as the UI, but they just need somebody to come in and actually do everything on the front end. And that is going to be a major utility and a burn mechanism for the dog token. And I just think that at this point, if we come over here to the dog pound, which is what I wanted to look at, is you can see I was in day one. So I got my dogs credited back to me and I got into the dog pound on day one. And I'm sitting at a 72% tax reduction. So that means that there's only 28% that is still left here. And you have to understand that a lot of people have this additional wallet reduction. So I have a 4% tax reduction just in general for the wallet, as you can see here, because of my loyalty score. So that's going to be 4% on top of 72%. So that means that I could currently sell any of my dogs that are in this stake at a 76% tax reduction. So I'm paying right around like a 24% tax. So I think that if somebody wanted to get out at this point, that they would have sold more so in that 40 to 30 range, which is what caused that initial dip with dogs. And I think this is a lot of the game theory that Forex was talking about and hinting at in the previous AMA is, hey, we want people to go ahead and get out of the system. We want them to sell their dogs. And then we want to reward those people who are in the dog pound with those additional BNB rewards, buybacks, etc. So I think at this point, a lot of people who wanted to sell have sold. There's probably going to be some people that do hold on for, that minimal tax that they have to pay. But that means that there's still going to be right around, I believe, 2 weeks, somewhere around that 2 weeks left until there's that max tax reduction for the dogs token from day one. So I think that dogs has pretty much found its balance, but we're going to go ahead and move on to some of these other assets here. So we come over here and take a look at the pig pen. It's looking good here as well. So we have 10.64 pigs here, and I have some additional ones that we're going to put back in here from the LP we take from the piggy bank. We have some stuff in the dog pound. We have some stuff in the farms. That's all going to be brought back over here to be able to start accumulating more funds. So we'll probably have right around 11.2 dogs in here by the end of the video. But as you can see, we're looking good. We have $32 worth of BUSD that has accumulated over the past couple of weeks. We have 0.02 dogs. And then as you can see, we're able to withdraw 4.47. So that tells you that it's been a while for me since I've made any kind of action in the pig pen. So we come over here to the piggy bank as well. We're still following the same strategy here. It's just hard to keep up with the piggy bank, to be honest, right? Because you have to come in here, you have to compound. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do. So a lot of the times I end up just forgetting. So some of these accumulate a little bit, longer than they should, and I probably should compound a little bit sooner, but it's just hard to get to the piggy bank every single day. And I know you guys feel my pain on that one. So as you can see, we still have our same stakes here. We have our stakes that we would claim today, which would be this one as well as this one. I typically would claim the 0 stake and the 5 stake, but it's only $3 worth of LP there, so I'm not going to touch it this time around. So I will be claiming $16.89 worth of LP as well as $41.07. These two here, number 3 and 4, as you can see, we're getting close to this unlocking. So we're about 30 days away from that. So about a month away. And then this one is still right around 4 months away. So it's kind of crazy to think that these have already all my stakes have almost already reached their expirations, just because it was crazy. I remember restaking these after, everything happened with V1, and it seemed like 270 days or a year was going to be a long ways away. And as you can see, we're almost already through all of our stakes at this point. So continuing to do what we typically do with this, and that is every Wednesday and every Sunday, we come in here and we claim what we are able to claim in terms of our truffle rewards. And all the other days we come in here and we compound it. So I'll be compounding all of these other than these 1 and the 2 stake, which I will claim. I'll take the pigs from that LP and put it into the pig pen. And then with the BUSD, I'll just accumulate that and end up doing something else with it. Not sure what I want to do right now. Maybe some more drip to get closer to that max wallet. But we'll talk about drip in the next video. As you can see here, I'm glad it started here. We have $180 worth of LP that has accumulated here as well. And that's the really cool thing, right? So we have our dogs over here working for us, and I have mine in the auto compounding pool because we do know that more BNB is allocated to the dog pound, the auto compounding pool versus the linear pool, because the auto compounding is going to have a more of a positive effect for the ecosystem, hence the reason it gets more rewards. But this is also something that's really good because, for instance, say that dogs has bottomed out. If it continues just to go up from here, that means that our LP value will as well, because I think that BNB is going to consistently probably rise from here on out. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say what the market's doing right now, so I don't want to get into that. But I do think that we've seen a bottom with dogs, so that's going to continue to see our LP value increase as the price of dogs does go back up. So same things here, we have 100 dogs, 26 dogs, 1.48, 0.97. So anytime I take any profit from the farm in terms of dogs, all I do is put them here in the dog pound so that I can reduce my tax on it and then make even more money on it. So talking about the farms, as you already know, I'm not in the pools currently because I don't want to use any of those options, but we are over here in the farms and we are in a couple different ones. As you can see, we have 2.52 LP staked here. That's earning us some pigs. So I'll have to get that and put that into the pig pen as well. We have a couple of different ones that were in here. The drip BUSD, which doesn't have a lot of LP. What I do with this one is I will randomly go in maybe like once every 2 weeks or once a week, go into the drip garden, withdraw my LP and then put it here so I can start earning more dogs from it. But I don't have a lot of money in there currently. Some of the other ones that were in down here, we are in the ETH WBNB pool. So you can see we have 0.68 dogs here, which we'll put into the dog pound. We have, I know we have a cake pair. We have cake WBNB here, which is 0.85 dogs. So $23 worth of dogs will go into the dog pound. .BNB, same thing, 0.54 goes into the dog pound. And then we have 0.734 dogs here in the link pool that will go to the dog pound as well. So it looks like we have close to around 2 dogs if my calculations are correct. So what I would do is take all of that, put it in the dog pound, auto compounding of course, and then start earning even more LPs off of that. Can't forget about the good old drip garden here. So we have 261,000 drip USD LPs in the current contract. We're sitting at 5.8 million plants. And as you can see, we have a million plants here available. So I'm going to go in here, replant this, compound that out so that we can continue to build this even faster. And that means that we are one step closer to our next goal, which is 10 million. So super cool, you know, just continuing to come in here and build upon all the things that we have built upon since day one. And then we're going to continue to get new things. Like I said in the previous messages, we are looking forward to a lot of the new developments for the animal farm. So it sounded like the dogs roulette, which is going to be kind of like a chance-based games in which you would use your dog token to be able to earn additional rewards. And I mean, if you know what Russian roulette is, you understand what that is. So it's going to probably be like a 1 out of 6 chance that you win or something like that. But we know that that's the next development per Forex himself in the recent AMA. It sounds like after that, then they are going to also be working on the stable swap migration. So what that is any kind of stable pools for, you know, Pancake Swap, they had to do a change on it, which we utilize the Pancake Swap contracts in terms of earning yield on the back end. So whenever they made a change, we had to make a change as well. And we know that Forex already said that they've worked on that and pretty much completed it. And that's something that's going to be rolled out in the next couple weeks. So for Animal Farm, we're looking at the stable swap migration, which is going to help all of those that are in the stablecoin pairs and earning money off of those. We have the dogs roulette, which is going to come for the dogs. And then we know everything else that's coming as well. That's going to be a little bit further down the timeline, which is going to be scratchies. We're also looking at the single asset bridging that he has been talking about, doing that with, you know, Stargate or some kind of project like that. But he does want to definitely do that as well. And then we know we have some other things coming like the auto compounding pig pen and a lot of other things that are going to help out the ecosystem and brings us some additional utility. I just wanted to cover a couple quick things and just go through some housekeeping things for the animal farm as well. So definitely stay tuned. Like I said, we have a lot of exciting things to look forward to for this ecosystem and specifically animal farm in general. So really excited to see all the things we're going to get. I think that dogs roulette is going to be an amazing feature. I think that's going to add some additional utility to the dogs token so that everybody isn't just dumping them. Or if, you know, if they don't want to put in the dog pound, this will be another use case in which they could maybe see more so immediate profits in that sense. I also think that it's going to be huge once we're able to get some of these single lending bridging and some of those things that he mentioned as well. Any additional utility that we can get for these tokens now is going to be like 5x, 10x greater once the bull run does come back around. And I don't think, you know, I think we're maybe a year or two away from that, but now it's time to build. As always, you want to build when everybody else is tearing it down, right? You want to build up at that point. So with that, like I said earlier in the video, not financial advice, but I think that dogs right now would be a good buy opportunity. But at the end of the day, make sure you make your own decisions with that. Just want to do a quick coverage on the AMA as well as some of the things that we're looking at here on a daily basis. Make sure that you guys comment, like, subscribe, show your boys some love. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you know as soon as these videos are released. As always, check out the Twitter as well because there's going to be some content on there that doesn't always make it to the video. So we're going to continue to let Forex and all his dev teams continue to work on building this thing out. And we're going to focus on what we do best, and that's building the bag.